What's up, gang? Birdhouse to the gang. Thank you for coming again to watch our channel. We're rebuilding this tandem bike. It's about 4:10 a.m. this morning. I slept good today because I filmed all night. I am the lighting crew, I am the production crew, the sound crew, the mixing, the wardrobe, all that. Before we get into this bike, if you see the last two videos that we've done, the bike, we took the bags off, we took the power wheel off, which was the motor. That was a 36 volt, 500 watt front wheel. It's a front wheel drive. This is a tandem bike. It's from Walmart. I looked up the price today online. It's $275, something like that. Free delivery. And it's built for two. A lot of people don't know is that you don't have to have two people to ride it. You can pretty much ride it by yourself or with two people. And with the motor, this is a great bike. Now, when I build these bikes with these motors, I don't go to look for a Ferrari to take the Ferrari engine out the Ferrari and put another engine in it. So in other words, I would take a bike like this that's relatively inexpensive, but it's a good quality bike. See, this bike is built for two. It's a good color. It's an attractive bike. And also, when I put my lithium ion batteries on these bikes, there's some bike racks that I've seen that come from China, and they come with different packages as far as trying to hold the battery. They suck. I wouldn't put them on my bikes. I was told not to put them on the bikes because of that very reason. And when the bike manufacturers, when they're manufacturing a lot of bikes and they're trying to get them out for cheap, according to their budget, they may not give you a good quality bike rack. So on this bike here, this rack here is custom made by my neighbor. He's a fabricator when it comes to metal. This guy, he does beautiful work. I will give you a description below. Maybe not in this video, but I will let you know what's going on later on. Sorry about that. So, what we're going to do today is we're going to clean this bike up. What I do is I clean the bike up with a little soft soap. I don't like riding my bikes dirty, man. I mean, it's like driving a car, So what I do is I take a little soft soap and a towel that's not very abrasive, that's going to, mess up the paint job. Now, one reason why I did get this bike, because I like the color, and a double tandem bike, man, come on, I never had a bike like that in my life. Now, I'm the owner of two tandem bikes now. Another video, I'm gonna break the other bike down. I'm gonna do the exact same thing. That bike is the color, whoa, I'm not gonna tell you to you. Subscribe, like, share, comment, hit the notification bell. So every time we come up with a new video about the bikes, which is safe for kids, I'll watch one language, which is gonna be, bike language. So here we go. Take a little soft brush. And with your bikes being on the road all the time, I like to get the dirt off, It's like driving a clean car. When your bike is clean, it rides better. That's true. I never take my bikes out, man, until I wipe them down and, shine them up. It's kind of therapeutic for me. So right now, since, it's cold weather and the bikes are pretty much sitting up, it's a good time to do your maintenance on your bikes, breaking them down and checking them out, tightening it up, loosening this, tightening that, But check this out. If you guys haven't noticed, this bike has two chains. Here's the first chain. Here's the second chain. Tight, right? And you know, a lot of people, when they see these bikes on the road, when they see me rolling around at the beach and whatnot, old school, they love to see them because they say they never seen these bikes since they were young. They haven't seen a tandem bike since they were little kids. I mean, these cats are like 60, 70, you know, older people. And some people just never really seen a double tandem bike. And let alone to have an electric motor on it. That's like really cool. You know, that's a double treat. But yeah, if you just wipe your bike off every now and then, you know, and it keeps it looking new too. I can't stand a bike that's just all nasty and dirty. Now, there's some bike riders out there, you know, that's the first thing they do. They go ride in the dirt, they ride in the mud, and they splash. See, this ain't that type of bike. This is not that type of bike. This is not a mud splashing bike. Because first of all, you have a lot of electronics on here where you don't want mud and dirt and grime, you know, to get all into it. So as far as riding this bike, it'll be great downtown, around big cities, up hills, especially up hills, down hills. You know, it has pedal assist, which means when you pedal and you push the throttle, you go at ease, man. You know, a lot of people say, well, that's like cheating when you exercising. No, the hell it ain't. Anytime you have a help aid to help you exercise, all it's gonna do is further your exercising. So say for instance, you got some cats now, they can ride a bike 100 miles in one day. I don't know how the hell they do that, but they do. And they have no electronic assistance whatsoever. And these bikes are lightweight. Not my bikes. These bikes are heavier, and I add weight to them. The lithium ion battery, this battery right here is 8 pounds. Okay? The front wheel and accessories that we add, this rack here, that's weight, that's probably another 8 pounds. So that's 16 pounds in the back. And while I'm talking about pounds and what we're adding to this bike, okay, before I forget, now this tire is about 26 pounds, okay? And then it comes with a controller. This controller here is barely a pound. But anyway, we're adding weight to this bike, which makes it heavier already. And this is a heavy bike. But the weight that I'm adding here is distributed. Now, let me tell you the reason why I put the motors in the front of the bike and not in the back of the bike. Because the guy that taught me, he said, look, you want to do weight distribution. So with me sitting in the back, not the back of this bike, but a regular bike. Just say if this was just a single bike, okay. You're sitting in the back. The motor's in the back. The battery's in the back. You understand? All this weight is in the back. So therefore, that's why we transferred the motor to the front. So then that way the weight is distributed. And not only that, when you're doing a front motor installation, you don't have to worry about the chain and the gears and all that. And you know, you have also the braking system here, which this is a single speed. So single speed means when you're riding a bike and you hit the pedal, that's how you stop. You gotta hit it like that. So this is no hand brakes. Even though the unit that I'm putting on here, this electrical unit, they come with electrical hand brakes, which is cool. Let me show you. See right here? Now, a lot of bikes that do have hand brakes, you could install these. They have a left side and a right hand side. And what this does is it goes to the controller, which is here. This is your controller there. And it plugs up into there. Now, you would say, how would that work? So what happened is when your motor is engaged and it's doing this thing, once you hit that button, it disengages the motor, it slows down the bike, and it helps you stop it, you know, a lot easier. But so what I would do, I would keep this for another project. You'll see me using it and installing them. So, but on this one, we're not going to need it. Okay. Took the bags off yesterday. Tama took them off. Jay, she took them and she washed them, she dried them. They look great. We're going to install them. I don't know if we're gonna install them in this video or the next video, but right now we're just gonna wash the bike down, taking a look at some things. You know, this is the underneath of the bike, so if you guys think this is the top side of the bike, no, the bike is flipped upside down and the front wheel is missing. Okay, I share a little thing with you. The cost of the front wheel. This wheel here, which I didn't put in the other video, the first two videos, and I realized I didn't do that. This wheel here, it comes with a controller, it comes with the throttle, and a couple of more accessories that you need to install this high-powered wheel to this bike. The only thing it doesn't come with, before I get to the product, I haven't forgot. The only thing it doesn't come with are these high-intensity steel brackets here. Now, what this does is it keeps the wheel mounted to the frame of the bike, because remember, this is a pedal bike. This bike is not built for this, so we're taking this high-powered motor and we're installing it on the bike, and this here is like for extra protection. I had these custom made from my neighbor next door, but you can also get them made. I mean, you can also purchase them online, and I have some, and you'll see it in the next video, or not the next video, but one of my videos where we have bikes where they have them. But yeah, these are safety gears in the front. Now, as far as the price of this one right here, now let me tell you, this wheel here is a 36 volt lithium ion RAN wheel. This is the motor, and it's 500 watts. So it's ran by a 36 volt lithium ion battery. This tire size is 26 inches. So this bike is a 26-inch bike. The price of this sometimes could be less than 200 bucks. I just put it like that. I know it's fancy looking and you go, wow, less than 200. But yeah, you gotta know how to put it on. And it's not gonna just make the bike go by itself. Yeah, this here is less than 200, okay? But you'll have to purchase this battery. This is an 8-pound lithium ion battery. This is what it looks like. I know it looks like some type of box, or it looks like some type of amplifier or something like that, but no, this is a battery for your bike, and it goes to the back. If you look at the next video, I keep saying the next video. If you look at the last videos, you can see me taking it off. Here's the handle, and you can carry it. And it's removable, has the key. Here's your key. And when they come in, they come with different keys. But anyway, if you see that little tab that's going in and out, it locks it on the bike. So when you're somewhere and you may turn your head, you want to lock it, anybody that know what this is, that just can't come and, take it off like that. It's a lock. So this key, it does a lot of things. It turns it on, turns it off, and it also locks the battery to the bike. And I'll show you that in another video. It's a special bracket that does that. All right. So this battery here could be anywhere from $400 to $600, depending on if you buy them by the bulk, if you buy them one at a time, you buy them 3 or 4 of them at a time. And they're coming from China on a slow boat, which means I haven't been able to buy them in America from anywhere. I had to go on Amazon, Alibaba, places like that, and you have to do special sign-in. And then with the language barrier, you go through almost like a translator over the net. It's pretty intense. Made me feel, like I was important. Like, yo, I'm talking to international people, overseas. You ordering stuff, but a battery like this and parts like this. Well, this part here, it comes relatively faster than this lithium ion battery. It takes like almost 2 months because they say they can't ship them on the airplane. It's not safe. They ship them on the ship. So that's why I tell you it comes from a slow ship from China. Now, did I buy this bike because the name of it and all this and that. No, I just seen the color. It was cool. It was affordable, clean bike, and I wanted to build it. It's not my first build. This is one of many that I built. So I wanted to get a tandem bike. Now the second tandem bike I purchased, it wasn't from Walmart. The cool thing was it was from a secondhand store. And I bought it because of the color. Oh man, you gotta wait I can't wait for you guys to see that one. It's nice. But I bought it because of the color. And I purchased it. And I think I gave a guy a little trade too. This guy, he has some bike parts. And he has some bikes. But he don't carry a lot of bikes. And the bikes he had, it was like custom bikes. It was different bikes. And he had that green tandem bike. Man. I told him right then and there I would love to have that bike, and I grabbed it, and I built it, went by, showed it to him. The guy was surprised. And when I showed him the bike that I built, the green bike, after I built it, the guy that gave it to him was there. So the previous owner, the owner, and me were all there together after I built that bike. That was pretty cool. That was a treat for the guy that sold the bike to the guy that sold the bike to me. So this bike has probably been sitting up, I don't want to say a year, less than a year, maybe a year. I don't know. Time flies sometimes, and then sometimes time slow down. I can't remember the last time I really had a good enjoyment ride on this bike because of the weather. And I also have a couple of vehicles and building a house. Jay and I building Birdhouse Mansion Studios. A lot of times we don't have time to ride the bikes like we want to, and then with the change of the weather, and then with the maintenance due on these bikes, I couldn't believe, man, some of the bikes. I got a warning on the camera. Okay, I couldn't believe some of these bikes. I mean, they just sit up, and when you grab them, this tire is so loose. You be wondering why in the world it didn't fall apart while you were riding, and then you grab this one and you go, oh my God, this one's about to fall apart too. But that's why they tell you in the warning magazines and the manuals, which I do have here. This is not a warning manual, but I'm just letting you know I do read manuals about how to properly, maintain a bike. But when you have 12 bikes and you're having fun, man, and you're putting them on the truck, taking them off the truck, on the beach, off the beach, uptown, downtown, on the train, a lot of times your maintenance slip your mind because you say, oh, I did it last time, or I did it last time. But a lot of times, man, I understand now with these high power bikes, it's not a lot of vibration that vibrate things loose. It's just